microphone is for anyone. Hello everyone, make some noise for yourselves. In case anyone was talking, my name is Mateo Rodriguez-Hurtado. The H is silent, but I am not. I'm gonna jump right into this shit. So I have some characters for you. So this first character is named Barry Qua, and what you need to know about Barry is that you've seen him at the New Yorican Poets Cafe, and you've seen, bitch, fuck, yes, that's New Yorican Poets Cafe, the legendary. And then also at the Bowery. So this motherfucker's been around. But it's his first time doing stand-up, so give it up for Barry Qua. All right, everyone, how are we feeling? Yeah. We're, returning to life itself. We're just kind of feeling it out. We're still like a recluse. We're still kind of like inside. We're still ordering the food, the Uber Eats. We're pulling out the receipt like a scroll. We're like, oh my gosh, what's the total? There's how many numbers at the bottom? And then there's like deals and whatever. And I'm like, okay. But then on the whole other side of the bucket of life is I am going on the train and I'm just like, I'm in a metal box. And it's just even weirder. It's just something else. Box. The cardboard constraint in a square or cube form will not limit the imagination and the belief system and the pride and the curiosity of the Puerto Rican body. You cannot vanquish the Boricua, us as people. Can't begin to that. Okay, so that was Barry Qua. And this next character is Neo-Lib Nance. I don't need to say that. There seems to be a problem with language and where we're at as a society, this kind of societal dialogue we're heading towards. I'm noticing there's an issue with the prefix fash. So what I mean by that is we keep talking about fashion, but now we're switching it into fascism, and that big switch makes me uncomfortable. That big leap is uncomfortable for my heart and my community. Wait, what was that? They're two different prefixes. The F-A-S-H, fash, and then F-A-S-C for fashion. Thank you so much. Those are completely different prefixes. Thank you so much for calling me in. Thank you so much for advocating for me and looking out for me and just deciding that our language is violent, but there's room for growth. Thank you so much for looking out for me. I thought. So that was Neil Nance. And then I'll leave you with this character. This motherfucker's name is Audition Sheen. And it's hard to be booked and blessed when you're Audition Sheen. Or Audition. It's a slow burn motherfucker. Okay. So yes, here we go. This is Audition Sheen. Very recently. This motherfucker texted me. Okay. Where would I be in life if I booked every major role? Well, who knows? That might be my name would be in lights. That would replace my name with Hollywood. But that's not how things actually are. Recently, I got called into the audition for Cyrano, and I got called to be the titular role because of the new movie. And things went terribly. I brought in my classical monologue. And they were like, okay, thank you. But they had like a set of questions for me afterwards. So they said, how well do you know the playwright? And I felt very uncomfortable because I was like, well, that's impossible because Edmund Rostrand passed away at least a century ago. And then they proceeded to say, could you convincingly write a letter with the scroll or like with the book? And I said, absolutely not. I'm not coordinated for that. And then they hit me with the last question. They were like, well, how many followers do you have? And I didn't know what that meant. And I was like, well, I only follow Christ. and then I left, and then the rest is history. Fuck, that was the audition machine. I've been Mateo.
I'm workshopping it as this phrase called femergy. And if you kind of like sit with it and you're like, well, what the fuck is that? What two words are being combined? It's like feminine and then energy, and it's like femergy.
Yeah.
It took a lot of energy to put that little skit together, because earlier today I was just like stressed. I was like, Gloria Estefan is still alive. Like, there's no health issues or any kind of concern. So somewhere else in this world, her heart is beating and she's a living icon. And I'm over here like, what if I just like do some earlier stuff of hers and perform it? And I'm like, don't fuck it up, right? Don't fuck it up. And then when like the femergy comes in, it's like, it's almost like a taller cushion of support. It's just kind of like, like kind of like that femergy that you need when you like host a party or something, or when you're baking or something and someone's coming over and they're all just kind of like, oh fuck, like do I put my shoes here, or like, and then you have to like be composed and very poised and just own it as the host and be all like, you're good, like, yeah, take off your shoes, it's fine. And then you take a breather and pretend like you need to take that pause, and then you know exactly what you're gonna say next. You're just kind of like, and the muffins are in the oven. and then you like want to reassure them that their shoe woes are taken care of and their baked goods are like a new thing for them to get excited about. Yeah, so that is what I call femergy in practice. That is what I call. I was not expecting claps. Like this is becoming a fucking femergy rally. Because in 2020, we will hijack the White House and only concepts will run this country. We're gonna remove the Oval Office and just paint the walls white, and it'll just be a fucking museum. And then, I don't know, I had like pink or just stereotypical, I don't know, feminine like images or whatever the fuck, and put like Selena, and then put like the feet head for some reason, and like just like an orb of light, and remove all the other regular light bulbs. Whoa, I'm kind of like psyched out by that image. But hey, maybe we would also rename the White House. Oh my gosh, it would be like the Femergy House, the Femergy Crib, the Fem Crib, the Fem Casa.
Cuando había un murciélago en mi garganta. This Latinx coming-of-age tale filled with wonder and moving narratives is a femoir for the 21st century. Audiences will be left guessing and wanting more, but not for the reasons you'd expect. Written completely with a pink pen, the pen itself is pink, whereas the ink is invisible. Readers' mouths will be left agape as they are fully shut down from this kaleidoscopic myriad of youthful adventures never to be read by the public eye. Target calls it not even worth selling via ebook, and Barnes & Noble says no. Coming absolutely never, not even in the black market, if that's still a thing. Cuando había un murciélago en mi garganta.
Hello. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we're going to start our skits. So please rise for the pledge. Your subject is the Underground Railroad. Number 3. Fruits and vegetables. Put it down, let go, put her braid down and start her skit. Just need to say the whole class, you're gonna start a skit. I'm getting a little TO'd. You better start your skit before I get too TO'd. I'm gonna say this. But start your skit.